Ever pondered on how an airgun works? What magic takes place inside to shoot the pellet without any gunpowder? In this journey, we're going to demystify the intricacies of airguns, those intriguing pieces of machinery that have been a part of human history for centuries. Airguns in their various forms have been around since as early as the 15th century. From the bellows airgun, the oldest known type, to modern pre-charged pneumatic guns, these firearms have evolved significantly over time. Each type has its own unique mechanism and characteristics, lending to the wide array of airguns we see today. Our focus, however, will be on the fascinating mechanics that make these guns tick. We'll delve into how the stored potential energy in the gun is converted into kinetic energy, propelling the pellet at high speeds without the need for gunpowder. Intrigued? Excellent. Strap in and prepare to delve into the fascinating world of airgun mechanisms. Airguns work on a simple yet effective principle: air pressure. Imagine blowing up a balloon until it's taut. That's air pressure at work. Now, imagine releasing the balloon and watching it zoom around the room propelled by that same pressure. That's the basic concept behind airguns. Instead of using a chemical reaction from gunpowder like traditional firearms, airguns harness the power of either compressed air or gas to propel their pellets. This is achieved by creating a high-pressure environment within a small, contained space. When the trigger is pulled, this pressure is released, pushing the pellet out of the barrel at high speed. This method of propulsion is not only effective, but it also allows for a high degree of control and precision, making airguns a popular choice for both target shooting and small game hunting. So, it's all about harnessing the power of air. But how exactly does an airgun achieve this? Let's find out. The magic of an airgun lies in its intricate mechanism. Let's delve into the fascinating journey that takes place within an airgun, from the moment you pull the trigger to the instant the pellet propels out. The secret behind this rapid-fire action lies in a symphony of components working in perfect harmony. First up, we have the trigger, simple to the touch, yet complex in design. As you squeeze the trigger, a series of levers and springs jump into action. Their job is to release the pent-up energy stored within the airgun. This brings us to the air reservoir. Think of it as a miniature storage tank that holds the pressurized air necessary for propelling the pellet. When you cock the gun, you're essentially compressing air into the reservoir, creating a stockpile of potential energy ready to be unleashed. Next, we have the valve. It's a crucial player in this mechanical drama. The valve acts as a gatekeeper, holding back the pressurized air in the reservoir until the trigger is pulled. Once that happens, the valve opens, releasing a burst of air, which rushes forward to meet the pellet. The pellet sits, waiting in the barrel of the gun. As the pressurized air released from the valve rushes in, it pushes the pellet, propelling it down the barrel at high speed. And this barrel isn't just a hollow tube, it's rifled, meaning it has spiraling grooves cut along its length. These grooves cause the pellet to spin as it travels, enhancing its stability and accuracy. And finally, the pellet itself. This tiny projectile, often made of lead, is designed to be aerodynamically efficient. When the pressurized air pushes it out of the barrel, it speeds towards its target with a surprising amount of force. So the next time you pull the trigger on an airgun, remember the intricate ballet of mechanics that takes place within. And there you have it. That's how your pull on the trigger translates into a pellet speeding towards its target. Did you know? Not all airguns are created equal. That's right, they come in a variety of types, each with their own unique mechanism. Let's delve into the fascinating world of airgun mechanisms, highlighting the three main types: spring piston, gas ram, and pneumatic. First up is the spring piston mechanism, also referred to as a springer. These airguns are powered by a spring-loaded piston that's compressed during the cocking process. When the trigger is pulled, the spring releases, pushing the piston forward. This compresses the air in the cylinder, creating a high-pressure wave that propels the pellet out of the barrel. Spring piston airguns are known for their simplicity, reliability, and the significant recoil they produce. Next, we have the gas ram mechanism. These airguns function similarly to spring piston airguns, but instead of a spring, they use a cylinder filled with pressurized gas. When the gun is cocked, the gas in the cylinder is further compressed. Upon firing, the gas expands, pushing the piston forward to compress the air in the chamber, which then propels the pellet. Gas ram airguns provide smoother cocking and shooting experiences, and they have less recoil compared to spring piston airguns. Finally, let's talk about pneumatic airguns. These airguns use a reservoir of compressed air to power the pellet. The air is compressed either manually, through a pump built into the gun, or using an external source like a hand pump or scuba tank. Once the trigger is pulled, the pressurized air is released, propelling the pellet. Pneumatic air guns are prized for their virtually recoil-free shooting and the ability to fire multiple shots from one fill of air. Each type of airgun mechanism has its own unique features and advantages. Whether you're after the simplicity and reliability of a spring piston, the smooth operation of a gas ram, or the multiple-shot capability of a pneumatic, there's an airgun out there to suit your needs. So, different airguns have different mechanisms, but they all share the same basic principle, using air to propel the pellet. We've explored the fascinating inner workings of airguns today. Let's circle back to the fundamental principle that makes these marvels of engineering possible: air pressure. It's the powerhouse, the driving force behind every shot. We've delved into the function of the main components, each playing a crucial role within the system: the valve, the trigger, the spring, and the barrel, all working in a seamless symphony to ensure the projectile meets its target with precision. And then there's the variety. The diversity in airgun mechanisms is truly astounding, each with its unique method of harnessing and utilizing air pressure. From spring piston to gas ram, from pre-charged pneumatic to CO2, the options are as varied as they are fascinating. In the end, it's not just about pulling the trigger, it's about appreciating the intricate dance of mechanics and physics that takes place every time we do. And that, my friends, is the magic of airguns. Remember, it's not just about the shot, it's about understanding the science behind it.